It's the JT Cho Show!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Notebook. All the dog hair you can imagine lives in this basement.
It's your fault.
And that other one.
And the other one's fault.
What up?
Are we recording? Because you didn't
Yes.
say recording.
I know, but you can see both blue bars.
Making sure.
I said it in my head.
That's not how we do things at the JT Show.
You're
You know
right.
that. You know better. I'm going to have to dock your pay now.
186 episodes in. And, oh, buddy. Oh, my God. 186 episodes in, you'd think we know the format by now.
I know, right?
You're too fucking fat. There. Figure it out.
Who's your birthday?
My birthday is a Michigan native,
Okay.
55 years old,
Okay.
was in the movie Scream.
Okay.
Also, well, you might know him, is Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo.
Oh, Lillard.
Matthew Lillard. He's
Yeah.
55 years old.
Crazy. I saw him on there.
Yeah.
I also saw, because for some reason the site I used for birthdays was fucked up and it had like a couple days into the future. Bob Lazar's birthday is this weekend.
Oh, wow.
And on his wiki page, it has his title as UFO conspiracy theorist, not scientist,
Yeah.
which is fucking what he is. He
Not-
graduated from Cal Poly.
Not man who put a rocket on the back of his car.
Yeah, none of that cool shit. UFO conspiracy theorist, which I thought was funny. Anyways, my birthday is in Atlanta, Georgia native, 51 today. He's in a bunch of funny ass fucking movies. He's actually like my favorite character in almost every movie or show he's in. Ed Helms.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sick.
51 today. Ed fucking Helms. Also, I found out that when he got like his tooth knocked out in The Hangover, he like legit has like a flipper there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and like that wasn't part of the script at all. And he like took it out one time for like lunch. And one of the like directors was like, "Dude, you're missing a tooth." He goes, "Well, yeah, I got it knocked out when I was a kid, and I never got like veneers put in because I broke."
Right.
And the guy's like, "Dude, we should make your character lose a tooth. That'd be funny." He goes, "Yeah, that would be funny."
Yeah.
And so that's why he lost a tooth in the first fucking one, because he had a flipper. So he just pulled it out for the movie role.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
What up, Sizzle?
Fantastic movies.
Yeah.
The Hangover movies.
Yeah.
I loved Between Two Ferns with Galifianakis.
Mm-hmm.
And Seinfeld went on there, and Galifianakis was like, "Do you think 9 seasons was too many?" And then Seinfeld looked at him. He's like, "Do you think you ruined an instant classic movie because you made 2 cash grabs?" And it got Galifianakis to just laugh, because obviously that movie would have went down in history. Like, it would have been up there with like Pineapple Express and Superbad. It's just like one-hit classics. Don't need to make it any better. I still enjoyed the other 2 movies.
Yeah.
But
I
could
mean,
have been a one and done.
yeah, but number 2 was good. Number 3 was kind of a stretch, but
Number 3 was a stretch, and
Yeah.
none of them were as good as the first
I
one.
had John Goodman in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of them are as good as the first one, though. The shock value of he was on the roof the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Sizzle, I'm not hammered. This is quite literally the first beer of the day.
He's lying to you.
Scout's Honor.
He was never a scout.
Whatever. One thing we did last week is we talked about the NFL playoffs. And
Oh, yeah. Fuck. How did my list turn out?
so we'll go over my bracket. I thought it was going to be the Packers and the Lions this weekend, and the Rams versus the Bills. So not only.
So I had Ravens, Bills. Or no.
Oh, sorry, I had Rams Bucks. So I had Rams Bucks, Packers Lions, and then this weekend was supposed to be Packers Bucks. So none of my predictions came through because Jaden Daniels is the truth.
So I had Chiefs, Ravens in the AFC Championship game, and I had Lions, Eagles in the NFC.
Yeah.
And then I had the Ravens winning that game and the Eagles winning this game. So technically the Eagles can still work out.
Yes.
but
The
I
only
was
team
wrong on the Ravens.
The only team I still have alive is the Bills and the Chiefs.
The only team I have alive is the Eagles.
Yeah. So there's a thing that I saw on Jaden Daniels
Hmm.
and how he's picked up the game as fast as he has. And there's this VR headset program in Europe doing soccer. And it was a failing market because people just were like, fuck this. It's not really
Like VR, like FIFA.
like VR, like simulated games from a player's head perspective to where their whole goal is to get you training through VR. And so this guy from LSU at the time saw it, brought it over. They created a football program for it. So Jaden Daniels started watching the game at 1.75 speed. So everything in the VR headset when he
Fast as shit.
is fast as shit. So now he's training his eyes and his brains and his body to react to things that are so
smart,
faster.
bro.
So there's 1 week where he was concussed, and you can't.
That's like putting a weighted vest on your mind. Like,
Yeah.
that's huge.
And so there's a week where he was concussed, and people were like, "Oh, he didn't practice all week. How is he going to be good?" It's because he just sat there with that headset and just fucking.
I mean, that's huge for decision making.
Yeah.
Like your quick twitch decision making. Like, that's giant.
yeah,
That's
and-
crazy.
And so like the whole thing is Jaden Daniels every morning before practice
Does like an hour's worth or whatever.
does a VR headset at 1.75 speed, and when he plays the real game, it slows down the game for you because
That's so nuts. Yeah.
because everything's coming at you so fast. When you see it in real life, you go, "Oh, this is much slower than I'm
That's
used to."
crazy. That's literally like the mental equivalent of putting on a weighted vest. Like
I-
that's nuts.
I explained this to my parents today, and my dad was just like, "There's always something new," and I was like, "Yeah, but this might actually like change the game."
Everyone
again."
might be doing that next
Yeah.
year. Like
Yeah.
that might be like this off season could be a huge VR switching point. Like this could be he could be like the forefather of VR training for quarterbacks.
And then college programs get a hold of it, and now these kids coming out of college are a lot better because they're, you know,
Maybe we won't have so many underthrown balls.
dude. But yeah, I saw a whole thing. Earl sent it to me.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
I think I saw something about that. I didn't know it was in 1.5 speed though. I thought he was just playing a game.
1.75, so it's almost twice the speed.
Yeah, I thought he was just playing a game. I didn't know it was like sped up. That's
Yeah.
crazy. So he's seeing defenses faster and faster and faster and faster,
Yeah, so
and then he gets to practice and he's like, "You guys are so slow."
I'll show you the video afterwards and how they explain it because they explain the science of what your eyes and stuff do.
That's pretty nice.
Sizzle also asked if you freestyle, but we don't freestyle.
Freestyle, like rap?
I guess
No,
no.
I'm about as wide as it gets.
I've got one rap song.
Okay, he does have a rap song. Is it on YouTube?
No, but I have it.
No, he's got it. Next time you're at work with him, ask him about it. It's Rojo Gringo is his rap name.
Whenever I get super high, I have this like thing that I've always wanted to do. Just write a song, post it to a brand new YouTube channel. Don't ever show your face, and don't ever tell anybody that it's you, and just see if it ever takes off.
For what, like a song?
Just like either a funny song or like a freestyle rap, not a freestyle rap, but a rap song.
Yeah.
Or like a fucking banger country song. But just tell nobody that I ever did it. And then it's this one random profile on YouTube has one video, and then someone one day is just like, "Holy shit, this song slaps!" And everyone's like, "Dude, this is the craziest song ever!" And they're like, "I did that." And they're like,
Isn't that kind of like what that the guy that wrote Fireflies did? The "You Would Not Believe Your Eyes" that was like made in like his parents' basement, and he released it on whatever platform it was, but like didn't have his face on it.
right?
And it like blew up on that platform, and then a producer bought it from him, and then he made like a whole nother album or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's how he got his start.
Oh, that's dope then.
I think, if I'm remembering right.
But mine would
'Cause I
be,
remember reading something online when that song
Mine
came
would
out
be
that
really
it was
to get-
made on like a little shitty switchboard in his parents' basement.
my hope would be like the song kind of slaps, but there's like a good 15-second banger in there, and then some kid finds that and puts it on a TikTok.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Dude, I'm just singing this little TikTok song," and then I just be like, "I made that." And they're like, "Dude, bullshit," and you're like, "Hey guys, this is me. So first, I'm Lord, and
I'm
Lord,
Lord.
right?
Lord.
And then you had some auto tunes,
That's fucking hilarious.
dude. Randy Marsh.
That was like that one dude. He was making beats. He had like his little pad that he was making beats on, and he was in the back of a bus, and he made this banger of a fucking beat. And then I think Drake and someone bought it from him for like $250,000 or something like that. And then they released the song on it like 2 years later. It's way better without Drake's guy without Drake's producer fucking with it.
Mm-hmm.
But like the video of this dude just going ham in the back of a bus to this crazy, like it's got like some gospel shit in the background. It's kind of nuts. I wonder if I can find it real quick, just so you can hear it. I guarantee you've heard the song before.
This dead air is brought to you by Duke's Wells.
Duke's motherfucking Wells.
I saw something else about music videos today too, and I just can't remember specifically what it was about, but it was pretty good. Damn.
I'm a dumbass. I spelled beet like the fucking vegetable.
BEAT.
B-E-E-T.
Oh. Wow.
B-E-A-T is the correct one.
Yeah, you're right. For a second, I thought beat was BEAT as well, so they're just beats, but that's beats.
Oh, man.
Currently, as of Friday, January 24th, if we would have recorded this tomorrow, my shout-out birthday would have been to my father. The Patriots have hired Mike Vrabel. The Jets have hired Aaron Glenn. The Bears have hired Ben Johnson from the Lions. The Jaguars today hired an absolute fucking out-of-left-field head coach. I don't know if you know who he is.
Who?
So I was going through the list of hirees for coaches.
Okay.
How the Lions lost both Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. Today the Raiders signed Pete Carroll. So Pete Carroll has a 3-year contract with the Oakland Raiders.
Pete Carroll?
Pete Carroll.
Wow.
The Jaguars hired Liam Cohen. And you're like, who the fuck is Liam Cohen? He's the Buccaneers offensive coordinator. So, like, as of today, he just came out and said, hey, I'm not going to be a coach here anymore because I just got the head coaching position for the Jaguars. And so there's a lot of questions about that guy. So there's 2 openings right now in the NFL for head coaches. One is the Cowboys, and the other team is the Saints.
Interesting.
So there's only 2 head coaching positions to be filled, and I wonder who wants to take over the gross fire pit that the Saints are, because, I mean, honestly, they don't have a complete team. And the Cowboys, where you're just looming under Jerry Jones, fucking breathing down your neck and talking about how big your football players' dicks are.
Dude, this is going to piss me off so bad.
You'll probably find them when you least need it. I believe next year it's the 25th anniversary of the Empire of goddamn Revenge of the Sith.
Can't find it.
Damn.
That's so annoying. What were you saying? Sorry.
I forgot what I was just saying, to be completely real. I was
You
saying,
rip. What do I got?
I just went through all the head coaches, but I can't believe the Buccaneers offensive coordinator went to the Jags.
Oh, interesting. Head coach?
Liam Cohen, no, the offensive coordinator. Out of left field, he just was like,
Yeah, he's Jags head coach.
yes.
Interesting.
And
I
then
didn't know the Jags fired whoever the fuck they fired.
they fired a guy who used to coach for the Eagles.
Serini?
No. He Carson Wentz, Doug Peterson.
Peterson.
Yeah.
Serini's still with the Eagles, isn't he?
Yeah, everybody hates him for no
Yeah.
reason. And they're just like, you look like a fucking dork. And
Um,
they just knock his haircut.
speaking of NCAA shit, fuck Ohio State.
Yep.
There was a Ryan Day quote, which they posted on ESPN, which I thought was fucking hilarious. Someone asked him if he had faced last year's champion, who would have won, he said, I think that's a pretty easy question. His team this year against Michigan last year. Michigan this year beat you, dude.
Yeah.
What do you mean, who would have won?
Yeah.
Michigan. Michigan beat you. They beat you last year and they beat you this year.
Yeah.
A worse team beat you this year.
Yeah.
That's who would have won.
At home.
We already know that answer.
Now we're at a neutral site.
Yeah, he says, and I quote, I think if we faced last year's national champion, it's obvious who would win. Talking about Ohio State. You fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
You played each other. It'd be different if you guys didn't play every fucking year.
I mean, like, hypotheticals are cool, but this is an answer where I get roasted on the internet, whatever I am.
That's the proof is 3 games ago.
Yeah, and also, like...
A worse team than last year. There's no JJ. There's no Quorum.
Yeah.
There's no fucking whoever that O lineman was that wouldn't have played anyways because he was hurt.
Yeah.
Like, a bunch of guys were gone. They had no real true quarterback, and you lost.
Apparently, fans, like, broke into the horseshoe and planted a flag at center field because they were so happy. And I was
Ohio
like,
fans?
Yeah.
Illegal!
Yeah.
Lock them up!
Yeah, but they're like, why would you break into your own stadium to plant a flag in the center of the field?
Because they finally...
This is our territory.
Because last time they played at home, they lost, and there was a Michigan flag in the middle of their fucking field.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah, stupid. That quote's so dumb, though. He's like, I think it's pretty clear who would have won. It's like, bitch, you just lost to the worst version of that team.
That's not answering the question, sir.
The worst version of that team you lost to.
Yeah.
You mean you make that Michigan team that just beat your ass 3 weeks ago, you make them 4 times better, and you're going to win all of a sudden?
And also, it's like last year's team putting in their secondary and playing you the whole game.
Yeah. You lost to the JV team from last year, bro.
And then, like...
You lost to the second team offense.
Here's the thing. Ask me past next year.
Oh, and Roman Wilson wasn't there either. There's like 6 guys that were starting on that offense that aren't there anymore.
They're going to go, yeah, remember the quarterback who played that year? I'm going to be like, honestly, it was Orgy and a bunch of other guys.
Yeah, Orgy. Orgy was it.
It was
Orgy. Was the other
Warren.
guy Mullen?
Warren?
Was it Warren? Warren was the guy with leukemia.
Yeah, and then there was the other guy.
Yeah.
There's so many that I just...
Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 guys that took snaps.
My whole season on offense, I kept going, what's wrong with Edwards? Why isn't he last year's Edwards? His draft stock tanked. He's going to go to the Chargers.
I think he's just an undersized back.
He's going to go
I think
unrestricted.
Quorum is too. Quorum didn't even touch the ball this year. I think he was just practice squad.
No, he got a few runs.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't even see him.
I saw him in a couple games. Because I was like, oh shit, look at Quorum getting 4 yards.
Also NCAA related.
Okay.
My boy Taylor got his first ship in CFB 25.
Wait.
We haven't you.
Oh yeah.
I don't have another boy named Taylor.
I was like, wait a minute.
We haven't done a pod since that happened. So I want to
Yeah.
give you a little one-man round of applause.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Radio to the last drive of the game.
yeah. You lost in the regular season to me, but we both went into playoffs with 1 loss, and we played each other in the Cotton Bowl. Is that what it was?
I don't know.
I can't remember what it was. One of the bowls. It was the one right before the Natty. And yeah, you beat me, and there was nothing I could do about it. And then you went on and you beat the shit out of whoever the fuck it was that you beat the shit out of.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember either.
Blake Corum got 34 yards, his longest game of the season. So his
Oh, he had a 34-yard run.
total for the game.
Oh, total.
11 yards was his longest run of the year, and so he had 58 carries.
He's only like 5'9", though, right? Like he's like kind of a little dude.
Yeah, he's 5'8".
Oh, 5'8",
210
Jesus
pounds.
Christ, dude.
Oh,
He's a real fake running back.
Yeah, he's an elusive back.
I don't think he's fast enough, dude. Didn't he run like a 4.5 or something?
I don't know. He's got to be quick.
If you're under 5'9", you got to run a 4.3.
And also, like, how terrifying is that to be 5'9" in the league and then to look up and you got a guy like Aaron Donald standing next to you?
You got a guy like Derrick Henry getting blown up someplace,
Yeah. Or
and
like,
that dude's almost a foot taller than you, got
or
100
you're
pounds
like
on
a
you.
6-foot free safety, and then you see that your linebackers are both blocked, and you see Derrick Henry coming right at you.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
It's a big size there. I mean, Donald Trump, and my favorite stat of 2025 is that Donald Trump and Derrick Henry are the same height and weight.
Yeah.
They look so familiar.
Black don't crack, dude.
Damn, dude, I feel like Jessica. You know what they say? Like the work.
Could you imagine you're at like a college, you're like, dude, we're gonna go talk to my boy. He's tall as fuck, he's like 6'4", 260 pounds, just a really well built guy, big hands, and you're like expecting Derrick Henry, and Donald shows up. Or a guy built like Donald, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
Oh man, that'd be great. I do have a really cool story I thought was interesting. I completely forgot about this song until I listened to the chorus, and I was like, oh yeah, I definitely remember that. Do you remember the song "The Way" by Fastball? Okay, so I'm gonna play a little bit of it, just until the chorus. So there's like a little backstory with the song, like how they wrote it. We get taken down for this. We get taken down. If they get 30 minutes into the fucking pod to hear this,
I don't remember how you say it.
you hold on. Wait for the, because I said the same thing.
Okay, I definitely heard the song. I know the yeah, it's yeah, okay, I definitely heard the song.
I'm gonna let it go to the chorus anyways.
No way.
To make up for all that dead air.
That was loud.
There it is. That's the only part of the song that I ever remember.
Yes.
That because it's a catchy little fucking whatever. Anyways, so that song was written in 1996. In 1988, two fucking 74-year-old people met each other at a fiddling convention in the middle of Texas. Like a fiddling festival, I guess. And they liked each other so much that they got married. And they moved to Oklahoma. And every year on their anniversary, the day they met, they would drive to the fiddling festival. So they did that for, about 8 years. And then in 96, they went to go do it again, but they were like well into their 80s at this point. And they didn't realize that they were starting to get like dementia. And like their health was just declining. And so they took off to go to this fiddling convention. And their family just didn't hear from them for like 2 days. And they were like, what the fuck's going on? So apparently they got pulled over once in Arizona. So they went from Oklahoma straight through Texas to Arizona. And they got pulled over once for having a taillight out, but the cop let them go. The next day they found their car flipped over in a ravine. Both of them were dead.
Damn.
So while they were missing, there was a thing out in the paper that were like, hey, have you seen these two people? This is what they were doing. This is how they met, blah, 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 blah. Fucking lead singer for that band saw that and was like, holy shit, I'm going to write a song about this. That's what that fucking song's about.
That's wild.
And then after he finished writing it, he found out what happened to him. And they went off the side of a cliff and just fucking go. Crazy.
Yeah.
Such a weird thing.
Write a song about.
Yeah. And he wrote it before he found out they died. So that's why it's got like such an upbeat, like 90s vibe.
That's a wild fact.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that one this morning when I was fucking scouring the depths of the internet.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting one. So yeah, The Way by Fastball. Their one song that basically went viral in the 90s. Super catchy hook to it.
That's wild.
Yeah, I listened to that song 3 times today, trying to like piece together parts of the story, and I was like, "Oh, he's like, they got up at midnight to get ready for their drive. No one knew where they were going. They didn't know where they were going." I was like, "Oh shit!" You know how they found out? The family.
How?
One of that song came out and got dumbass popular, and he was listening to the lyrics, and he goes, "This sounds dumbass familiar." And he wrote a letter to the guy and was like, is there any chance this is about these two people? And it was like his mom and dad or whatever, his grandparents.
Yeah.
It's like mom and his stepdad or something. And the guy hit him up. He wrote him back and he goes, yes, I read their story in the paper. Wrote a fucking song about it.
That's wild.
Imagine listening to a song. You're like, wait, that sounds like how grandpa died. That'd be so weird.
You could see him yelling at people based on their skin color.
Hey,
Whoa!
Ribs.
He wanted to eat them until he saw me eating them.
Then he said, damn, son, where did you find this?
Dude, I'll never forget, dude. It's almost as good as, I think old people trying stuff is almost as good as old Asian people trying stuff.
Nothing will ever
I
beat
know.
old Asian people trying shit.
But watch my grandpa eat a rib.
There's a dude, if you haven't seen it, Sizzle, if you're still there, there's an old Korean man on TikTok that tries all types of food, but the first one we saw was soul food. He's trying like fried chicken and collard greens and shit. And it's fucking great.
Yeah.
He takes the bite of fried chicken with like some kimchi and he goes, whoa!
Andrew Santino over here.
Yeah. And he just, I'm Bobby Mom. That's fucking great.
Bobby Mo.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. Just look at old Korean men trying soul food and you'll find it. But it's one of my favorite things on the internet. His reactions are so great.
It's better than British kids eating American food.
So much better. And those little fucks lie, dude. Some of them are like...
I've never had
so-
Wendy's. You're like, really?
Well, no, not even that. Some of them like lie about the food. Like one of them said that one of the chicken sandwiches was spicy. And the guys were like, oh, well, they do make a spicy one. Maybe they just made it wrong. It's like, no, bitch, you opened it up and there was no sauce. It's not the chicken that's spicy. It's the fucking sauce they put on it.
Yeah, from McDonald's.
He said it was spicy and he didn't like it because it was too spicy. It's like, bitch, that's salt and pepper,
Yeah.
bro. It's not spice.
No, unless you get Wendy's.
You little fuck. Yeah, that's the type of dude that like only eats PB&Js and chicken nuggets
Yeah, chicken nuggets on standby.
and their fucking gross gray gravy on their scones.
Mm-hmm.
He did like that same kid liked biscuits and gravy though. Couldn't lie about that.
Biscuits and gravy are dank. Just
Yeah.
had them last weekend.
He's like, oh, it looks like Froa. And then he tries it and he goes, oh, that's actually quite nice. And then he takes another bite of it. It's like, yeah, you little fuck. Some of them piss me off.
It's like, oh, we should do that with other countries' foods. And I'm like, what am I going to eat? Fermented shark meat?
We should do that with Ethiopian kids.
Terrible.
It'll be good because they're actually getting a meal.
Jesus Christ.
They'll get their reactions to like a McDonald's cheeseburger.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I won't do my Ethiopian accent.
We're glad you were with us for the last episode.
The last episode of JT
Oh, wait,
Show
who's president?
Show, dude.
Nah, we're not getting canceled.
Daddy Trump, dude. Oh
One of my favorite
man,
memes.
not a sponsor yet.
One of my favorite memes I saw.
You have Zins on you?
Up
I
to
have some. I left them upstairs though.
Both of them are up there. I saw a Family Guy. Peter goes up to the window and he turns on. He like opens up the curtains, and the window is just President Trump in office signing executive orders, and he goes, right where you're supposed to be. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. All I can say is Barron Trump is a monster.
Yeah, so I just learned. I don't know if this was the first year he's been tall, but I just learned that like 6 months ago that he's like 6'8".
Well, he's been sporadically getting taller, but the only reason no one's commented on it is because Trump, again, is the same size as Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he's been, for a couple of years before this, as tall as his dad, but he doesn't look like he's tall because it's Donald fucking Trump who's like 70 years old.
People don't think about Trump and be like, yeah, he's a tall man.
Yeah,
Like, I've never heard that about Trump other than out of his mouth.
yeah, and also like,
I'm a tall man.
but also like you're 75 and you're still 6'4". Like you might have been 6'5" in your younger days before you shrank a little bit. Sorry, I had to burp. And so Barron Trump was towering over everybody because he's finally taller than his dad, and his dad's already fucking like 6'4".
Ooh, interesting. So Donald Trump is just under 6'4".
Yeah.
Tallest U.S. president ever was Lincoln,
6'5".
6'4",
Wow.
at 193 centimeters. Trump is technically listed as 6'3", only 3 centimeters shorter.
I'd like to go back and challenge those measurements, man. You think those tools were accurate? That was only the 16th.
What are you gonna dig up his bones and
All I'm saying is yards and
measure him
yards
from
and
heel
feet.
to
Yards
fucking
and feet
skull?
were only 16 presidents deep at that point.
Yeah,
I mean,
I saw a
Dig
video
up
that I
his-
thought was really funny. It was this guy, and they like measured out. 'Cause they're listening to that fucking Creed song. 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking that one.
Yeah.
So he's like, he stands at 6 feet back from like this like edge,
6
and he's
foot,
like,
yeah.
and then 6 feet down, he's like, it's really not that far.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was funny because it was all these drunk guys together. They get out a tape measure, and they're standing there looking at it. He's like, it's really not. Like I could jump that.
Yeah.
But like, you know, the meaning of the song is that it probably wasn't a 6 foot drop on the other side of that edge.
No.
It was probably a little. He might have been standing on the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah. And saying after I jump.
Yeah,
6
6
feet
feet ain't that far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought it was funny. A bunch of drunk dudes together got a tape measure out, and they're like, "Dude, he was right.
Yeah.
That's not really that far."
The diagram. He's like, he was 6 feet away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And he's thinking that if there was 6 feet, he could see
yeah.
it.
He's like, make the stick figure
Yeah.
taller because
Yeah.
you made a little guy. What's he, a foot tall? He's like, you're right.
Yeah. So funny.
Yeah, just dudes being dudes, man.
That's all we do.
He was right though. 6 feet ain't that far.
Ain't so far down.
Yeah, he's so far down, dude.
Stupid.
What else do I got on here? Oh, I got a Lord of the Rings thing. I'm not gonna look up the video, but there's a scene in Lord of the Rings, and they just never mention it. It's mentioned in the book a bunch, but in the movie, it's not at all. It's just like a thing. So it's one of the ones they're walking through like the snowy mountains or whatever, and they're like trudging through like 4 feet of snow, like Gandalf is like hip
Like-
height.
But they're up to their fucking noses. Yeah.
Yeah, but the like the trolls and shit, or not the trolls,
The
the
hobbits.
dwarves and the hobbits are like up to their nose.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Fucking Legolas is walking on top of the snow because he's so light-footed.
Oh, yeah, he's an elf.
I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Everyone else is trudging through it, and he's just like
He's just
walking like a guy, just like a normal dude on the sidewalk, just walking.
Yeah.
I never noticed that ever. They don't ever directly say anything. Like, you'd think that like one of the hobbits would be like, that son of a bitch, light-footed as hell.
You're so lucky, you motherfucker.
Yeah, you're so lucky, you light-footed son of a bitch. I gotta smell all these guys' ass cracks because I have to walk behind them.
I forgot what character it was, but he didn't. Everybody else got helicopter lifted every day. And I think it might have been Gimli. So the part of Gimli,
Helicopter lifted?
so they were doing scenes recorded in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So before they'd shoot, they'd take the actors in a helicopter and drop them off on the mountain for those scenes.
Oh, hilarious.
There's one guy who didn't like helicopters. I'm fucking 90% sure it's Gimli. So every fucking morning,
Typical dwarf.
he'd fucking wake up, he'd wake up and then fucking hike 3 hours before they got there up the fucking mountain. And then also his glue for his all his
Fake
cosmetics
shit, yeah.
made him fucking hallucinate because it was like you weren't supposed to put that glue on like skin and the smell and
Holy shit.
and so he was just fucking tripping balls all day.
That was filmed in what, the late 90s?
2000s.
Was it? I mean, I know it was released in the 2000s. They had to have done some filming in like 99, 98.
Hey Siri, when was the first Lord of the Rings released?
I'm gonna guess '02.
That's the publication date. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring,
Movie.
2001.
2001.
So
So
they
they had to have
definitely
filmed it in the 90s.
Yes.
There's no way it took 1 year.
No.
There's no way.
3 years.
They had like 8 hours of footage that they had to splice together.
One of my favorite things too.
Eight hours of finished footage.
The second movie, I see the clip all the time, but they go to a cricket match. The director of the film and
Lord of the Rings guys?
yes,
Okay.
So they go to a cricket match, which, by the way, you're like, who the fuck's at a cricket match? The motherfucker sold out, dude. Fucking 10,000 people strong watching this cricket match. I don't know what fucking cricket match it was. And so the scene for Two Towers, where all those fucking soldiers are stomping, that's all the people in the stands stomping in rhythm fucking while they're recording.
Oh,
And-
that's so smart.
And so then they all were reading the screens and doing the ooh rah rah, and so they didn't want to. So what they didn't want to do is make a noise, double it, double it, double it, double it, double it to make it sound. They wanted to get the most authentic, so they recorded 10,000 people stomping together.
And that was the Orc Army.
Yeah, and then
That's
and then they
so
go.
smart.
But we had to do it so fast because these people are sports fans.
So they're
And
screaming and shit.
They're just the more drunk they get and the longer they go, they're just like saying horrible shit into the microphone. But all that is just a bunch. They're cricket fans. So the Orc Army
They're just yelling.
chants-
They're like, "You stupid cunt!"
Yeah,
Imagine if there was just like one cunt in
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
they probably couldn't find them all.
That's funny, dude.
Because I mean, I heard the hairs are pretty small.
That's great. Speaking of like makeup being fucked up, you know that like the first 3 Tin Man they had for the Wizard of Oz died because they were using lead paint on their face.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was 3. I heard 1 died.
There was like 2 or 3 of them. One, and the last one was like hospitalized. Like the
Yeah.
one that filmed the entire thing, he was like hospitalized after it because he had to get that shit painted on his face every fucking day.
Could you imagine like?
And they filmed that. What was it, like the 40s when they filmed that?
Could you imagine fucking hey man, another Tin Man died.
Yeah, like after the first
And
one,
then
after the first 2, there's like a third one, and then, hey, we lost another one. Another fucking Tin Man.
and then you get a hey, you're the next Tin Man. What happened? I thought it was 4th on the
I thought it was 4th string. You didn't even sign me to a contract. You just, it was a verbal
What happened to
contract.
the other guys? They
Don't
all
worry
died.
about it.
They all died.
Don't worry about it, dude.
do
It's
you
gonna
mean?
work out great. We changed. We got a new company to mix the paint.
But no, they didn't know it was the paint though.
Yeah,
So
no, they had no idea.
How'd they die? Yeah, we don't know, man. They're just
We have no idea.
Oh, you want the part?
How much to pay? $100. I mean, 1940, like $100. That'll make your year.
There's someone's favorite parody of that movie, but it's
Oh my God! Should we write a movie, The Filming of Wizard of Oz?
and make it a comedy.
Make it a comedy.
We got a guy's career.
Actors are just dropping like flies. We're like, what do we do? We're like, I don't know. We're halfway through filming. We have to finish. Let's get another guy in here.
Yeah,
We will refilm those. Then that guy dies at that point again.
yeah.
And you're like, fuck it. We'll just film the second half with a third guy. And he dies like a week later. We don't get everything done. They're like, call the 4th string.
No, all we need is a new guy, and then he dies. Shit, we're too dead.
And the 4th string guy, you call him, and it's just like some fucked up dude with a beard, and he's sitting in his apartment drinking a beer with his stomach hanging out.
Yeah.
They're like, hey man, you want to be the Tin Man? Yeah, dude. I need to work. Why are you calling me? No reason, dude.
I thought you said it was fucking gutter trash. No.
Don't worry about it, bro. We have a contract. He's like, no, we don't. He's like, yeah, it was a verbal contract. You'll be all right.
The opening scene is the addition of all 4 actors, and then the 4th one we just belittle because he's so shitty. But he's just like, you're a guy now.
Yeah, but he's surviving all the scenes.
Yeah.
He makes it. I wonder. We should look up who that guy is and see if he went on to have like a good career.
Or cancer.
And then at the end of it, we can put that like whatever his name is. I'll just put Ed Helms. Be like, Ed Helms went on to star in 15 movies
Yeah.
instead of being a drunk on his couch at home.
There's
Lead
a
paint saved his career, but ruined the other 3 guys' lives.
there's a porn parody. They don't show any of the porn on Instagram, of course. They show a lot of almost porn on Instagram, but it's
you want to see porn? You go to Twitter.
but it's the main character fucking tap your goddamn heels together, bitch. Dorothy.
Dorothy. Yeah.
She's like, I've never had an orgy before, and then here's
Famous last words, dude.
so the characters are the Scarecrow's like, oh, I'll do it, and then it gets to the Lion. He's like, oh, maybe I'll blow the Tin Man, and the Tin Man goes, fuck you. He's like, absolutely fucking.
I'm not sticking my copper cock anywhere near that
He
line.
was like, not in your fucking life. But it was still a boy. It just makes me laugh because the Lion says that. And
I wonder if they did it like true to the movie and painted him with lead paint.
they had 3 actors for that one guy.
Dude, the first 3 died. I don't know.
Why do they keep dying?
He stands up. He's like, I'll fuck Dorothy with lead paint.
We get his trailer exercised because we think his trailer's possessed, and that's if you're like, I gotta be a demon in his trailer. What are you guys doing? We're just staging the trail. We're just staging the Tin Man's trailer.
Imagine being that fourth guy. That would be a really funny movie.
Or the second guy, we're like, hey, maybe it's the old paint in this trailer. We'll just use the same costume paint that we're using. So we just
You know what that movie sounds like? The Fourth Tin Man. That'd be the name of it, by the way. The Fourth Tin Man. That'd be the name of it.
Jesus.
You know what that sounds like? You know who the main actor would be?
Who's that?
Who the Fourth Tin Man is?
Who?
It's fucking Harry Potter.
I was gonna say Robert Downey Jr.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It's fucking that sounds like a movie he'd do. He did that shitty movie where he was like dead the whole movie or whatever. And,
That's the Human Swiss Army Knife.
yeah, he did that movie. He'd do the Fourth Tin Man.
Yeah.
We should write him a letter.
Dude,
we got a hilarious movie idea.
Yeah.
We can't pay you anything.
You're gonna have to get this
We'll
going.
give you 20% of the royalties.
You're gonna have to get this going, but I want some sort of money for it. So
I want 10%.
yes.
We split 20%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, all the profits.
Yeah, 20% royalties.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious. The Fourth Tin Man, dude.
The 410 man. We'll have to do some research.
We'll have to.
We're making an anime.
We can get brutal with it, dude. Brutal.
The lead painted scene.
We have to do one line where like the lion and the scarecrow are in like the trailer with Dorothy, and she says, "I've never done an orgy before," and then it just cuts to the next scene.
For the post credits.
Yeah, yeah.
We've done it already.
They're just reading lines. They're like, "Why did you want me to say that?" Like, I don't worry about it.
I'm coming in for Dorothy. Say your lines. I've never had an orgy. Why is this?
The line's like, "Dude, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna suck the Tin Man's dick." Like, no, that was perfect. That was perfect. We're good. Scene.
You got it. Super funny.
The Fourth Tin Man, dude. That'd be a funny fucking movie.
Yeah,
I'd go see it.
I would, especially somebody. What's the concept? The first 3 Tin Man died on on the Wizard of Oz.
Dude, we get Seth Rogen. He's the director. He's got to make the call. He's like, hey man, you still want to act?
You get like, oh man, you got to get somebody hilarious as the guy putting the face paint on him every day.
Jonah Hill.
And he's just saying like, hey, you're gonna do great. You're not gonna die like the last guy.
He's like, what?
He's like, I don't know. There's some reason the guy keeps dying. We don't know what it is.
Like, dude, the director never told me
He's
that.
like, hey,
And then him and Jonah are in the back room, like Rogan and Jonah. He's like, why would you tell him that, bro?
on the on the third guy, like finally on the fourth guy, they're like he looks at the paint can and he's just like lead. What did he die of? Lead poisoning. That's weird. I never saw him eating any lead.
He's painting the guy.
You're not eating lead. You're not chewing on pencils, are you? That's granite. Whatever.
He says a funny line like, "No, not number 2 pencils."
Yeah. Hilarious.
Stupid, dude.
The 410 man.
The Fourth Tin Man, bro. That might be our way out. Our way out the trap.
Hilarious.
That'd be fucking great.
That's
dude.
that's Quentin Tarantino.
That's
Quentin Tarantino. Have a great movie for your 9th film. Stop the 410 man.
you know how fucking Christopher Nolan's doing the Odyssey. We got something even better.
Stop the 410
Called the
man.
Fourth Tin Man. Oh,
It's about 3 dudes dying on the set of Wizard of Oz.
that'd be fucking funny.
Yeah.
I'd be down to write a script for that.
Be hilarious.
That'd be That'd be great.
That'd be really funny.
That'd be really great. I'm gonna write that down in my notes. I'm gonna look up how many Tin Man died because I might have lied about the 3 dying.
Second Tin Man. Yeah, but if you make it again, you just have more people die.
What was the movie called?
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
410 man.
So nobody died, but 2 actors who played the Tin Man were seriously injured by the makeup. We can embellish that, though.
Yes.
We can embellish that. It doesn't have to be 100% lore accurate. I like the Fourth Tin Man.
Yeah.
The third Tin Man doesn't sound great.
No.
Fourth Tin Man sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
So the first 2 get seriously injured, and then the third one will just fucking make it up he died.
Or the third one, he'll be like the healthiest guy ever. And, like the next day when he comes in, he's like, I just feel like shit.
And he just drops in the 10 gear, so he like dents some of the gear, and then the next scene, it's fucking Jonah Hill hammering out.
I don't know why these guys keep dying, dude.
why do they keep falling?
We
like
gotta
that?
make the suit lighter.
We gotta make this. They're getting overheated, is what it is.
We gotta put fans in there.
They put a box fan. That's why they make his body all pokey. They keep spraying him with water, and the little lead paint's fucking coming down his face. He's going.
It's being like mouth.
It's just dripping into his mouth.
Oh,
Why do these guys keep dying?
some guy in my eye.
Oh shit! We should definitely write that. I don't know if we can put this podcast out. Someone's gonna steal the fourth Tin Man.
We'll sue him.
Sizzle, you piece of shit.
He's not watching this. We had 4 viewers at the beginning. If we have 1 now,
Oh, what's up, dude?
we'll fucking sue you.
I'll fucking sue you. This whole bot's copyrighted. Oh man, the fourth Tin Man. I do have something that's not Tin Man related. This guy posted a TikTok and it was like, which of these duos would be best? And it was NBA duos. So who would have won the most rings? I guess we can just make whatever timeline we want. So it's Kobe and Jordan, LeBron and Shaq, or Bird and Magic. I think it's Bird and Magic.
Yeah, because they're tall as fuck and they can do everything all the other ones can do.
Yeah, like there's nothing that Jordan could do that Bird couldn't. And there's a lot of shit Magic could do that none of the other ones did. I mean, the only other one I think that, like, don't get me wrong, Jordan, Kobe, that would be crazy if they're both in their prime playing together.
Yeah.
All of them would be insane in their prime playing together.
Yeah.
LeBron and Shaq playing in like the early 2000s
Yeah.
would have been fucking
It would
insane.
have been hard to stop them.
Would have been super hard to stop. 'Cause, I mean, Shaq was hard to stop on his own, and now you add like a LeBron style player in there, a 6'8", damn near point guard.
Yeah.
But I think Bird and Magic would have been the most prolific. Because if you put like imagine you get Bird Magic and then you got like a guy like Joker playing the 5 spot for him.
Yeah.
You can just put 2 other random guys in there. Wouldn't matter who they were.
No, you're running 3-man ball.
Put like fucking Christian Leitner and some other bum.
Hire that guy, that really short guy that used to be the point guard for the Celtics.
Celtics or Charlotte? You talking about Muggsy?
No, he used to play for Isaiah Thompson.
Oh,
Isaiah
Thomas. Thomas, yeah.
Isaiah Thomas.
I think Muggsy Bugs, dude.
Yeah.
Little 5'4" ass.
Yeah.
Running around with him.
Muggsy Bogues, dude.
Muggsy Bogues, dude. It's a classic. There was a dude on TikTok. I followed it. It was he had some. It was like a. I don't know if it's the new 2K because I haven't played it, but you could play through like eras. So you could play in like the Bird Magic era, you could play in the Jordan era, and you could run whatever team you wanted to run in the draft. So like the 93 draft or the 96 draft would have like Kobe and what's his name? Allen Iverson and Steve Nash. And so like you can draft those guys. But the computers don't draft based on what they did in their careers. They draft based on what their draft stock was back in the day.
Yeah.
So he was like rebuilding the Charlotte Hornets because they're the ones that drafted Kobe and they traded him for some fucking scrub that didn't do anything.
Yeah.
A big man because they didn't need a big man. They didn't need a
Point guard.
yeah. They didn't need
Shooting
a
guard.
Kobe.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, he needed a Kobe. They
didn't know they needed a Kobe. They didn't need someone that height, I guess.
Yeah.
But so he went through and he traded all of his draft picks for like 5 years for first round picks in the 96 draft. And he ended up getting the 1 and the 2 and like the 7 or something like that. But historically, he got AI and he got Kobe. He didn't get Nash. But after Nash spent like 3 years with the Grizzlies or whatever the fuck it was, his contract was up and he was a free agent. So he signed him too. And it was like a what if the Hornets didn't fuck up everything.
Yeah.
And then it kind of turned into a what if the 96 draft played together throughout. And he went through, he like simulated the entire season, saw what their record would be. And then he would go in and watch like specific games of the playoffs if they were close and see if they won championships. And they ended up winning, Kobe ended up with like 8 championships or something like that. AI had 4. He ended up trading AI for something. I can't remember who it was. It was like Amari Stoudemire or something like that. But yeah, it was interesting. And Shaq ended up playing in Milwaukee, and he won like after Jordan stopped winning in the 90s, Shaq won like 3. And then from like '01 to 2010, Charlotte won all.
Hilarious.
So Shaq won a couple with Milwaukee, and then they ended up beating Shaq in the playoffs. But it was really cool to watch. I don't know the guy's name at all. He doesn't post videos anymore. At least it doesn't show up on my page.
Damn.
But it's a cool idea for a TikTok series of shit. I guess he's got YouTube stuff too, but I never went to YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I had another question thing. It's a golf thing. See if I can find it. There it is. All right. So you have 1 minute to make 100 feet of putts, or 1 minute to drive 1,000 yards for 5 million. Which one are you picking?
Driving.
Same.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
No question at all. The only stipulation I saw in the comments, because that was just like the blank question, people were saying for the drive to count, it has to land fairway.
That's fair.
And I think that's fine too.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
So
500
I'd be
yard
very
drives.
curious, given a minute, how many drives it would take. Because I mean, realistically, it's like what, 4 or 5 drives gets you there.
I mean,
Because if you do 4 drives at 250,
if it's for that much money, I'm doing 5 200-yard drives.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, and it's carry, not
Yeah,
roll
carry.
or whatever. Yeah,
just
carry.
nice and easy drives.
Yeah, so you need 5 200-yard drives. That's so easy.
That's the club doing it itself, and you
100 feet of putts is ridiculous though, because even if you do 1-footers, 101 footers in a row,
Yeah, you couldn't do it in that time.
yeah, you wouldn't be able to.
No.
Or what would that 90? I don't know. That'd be tough. Because I'm not doing a 20-foot putt.
Yeah. Or
Are you gonna hit 5 20-foot putts in a minute?
That's crazy.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's
It's drives all day.
Yeah.
You're just swinging away.
Yeah.
Even if you have one that goes errant, just tee it up.
Yeah.
One more.
Yeah. If you're whacking at
Yeah.
least 7 hard.
And even if you fucking skull one into the dirt like 50 yards ahead of you, just throw 50 on the book.
Yeah.
I'm driving all day.
All day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All minute at least.
Yes.
So that'd be kind of fun to do next time we get out somewhere
To the driving
to a
range.
driving range. That'd be kind of cool to see. We'd have to go to the one by the mini golf place though, because that's the one that's got the TrackMan shit to be able to track our shit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just guessing. But yeah, that's a pod. Fourth Thin Man. And I'll go check him out.